Hello everyone. I welcome you all to yet another episode of Thoughts on Education. Today alongside we have Dr. Arindam Basu, who is an eminent textile scientist and is currently serving as Director General of Northern Indian Textile Research Association, that is NITRA Ghaziabad, since March 2014. He has completed his PhD in textile engineering from the University of Leeds, the globally iconic university based in UK, in 1991, and through his illustrious career spanning over 30 years now, Dr. Basu has co-authored more than 20 technical books, published more than 150 technical articles in world's most renowned referred journals, and presented about 60 papers in premier techno conferences and seminars. So, welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So, I'll start with my first question to you is that as you have held key positions at educational institutes throughout your professional career, so what are the key factors that push you, or we can say that keep you connected with the education sector?
Thank you very much for your kind introduction. I have joined this institute in 2014, that is around 8 years now. Before that, throughout my career, I was in R&D, that is Research Institute. Before this, I was in another institute called Citra Coimbatore, and then I was in Central Silk Board. So throughout, I have been working in textile research and education side by side. Here also in Northern India Textile Research Association, I hold the position of Director General of NITRA as well as Director of the NITRA Technical Campus. So throughout the life, as I've seen that there used to be a very long gap between the institute and the industry, which we wanted to fill that gap, because basically we are directly involved in R&D and consultancy with the industry. So every day we get real feedback of the industry, what are the requirement. So considering that only NITRA started in college around 10 years back, just to make the students industry ready. So the main basic goal was that there should not be any gap between the students' education as well as requirement of the industry. Especially that is the main reason NITRA, a 45-year-old institute supported by Ministry of Textiles, Government of India, for going into educational institute, because this is the education wing of this NITRA.
Yes, right.
So as I told, what we are trying to do it, go nearer to the industry. Yes.
Right. Very well said, sir. So my next question to you is that, being the Director General of NITRA Technical Campus, what is your philosophy of leadership? How would you describe your leadership style?
See, basically, the style is do better for the students as well as industry, because I try to make a link between these two.
Right.
As I told, continuously we get feedback from the industry, and not only that, NITRA and NITRA Technical Campus, both Board of Governors consist of industry personnel. Most of the members are owners of the mills, textile mills. Then we have got representatives from IITs, other CSIR laboratories. So both educational institutes as well as industries represented in our institute. So we take advantage of that. So my role is to link these two. So what is the requirement and what is this? So considering that, many times we teach beyond the syllabus also, because in universities syllabus takes 4 years to 5 years to change, but we don't wait for that. We start adding the course programs or different courses which is relevant to the industry as soon as it is required.
Okay. Right. And my next question is that, sir, the education system in India and particularly in other foreign countries are structured very differently. So, in your experience, what can an inbound student gain from studying here in your institute, Nitra Technical Campus?
Right. See, basically, I studied in UK.
Right.
And then I worked as a postdoctoral fellow in USA. That is not NC State University, North Carolina State University. So I have seen the difference between their educational system as well as Indian system. In foreign countries, mainly developed countries, they give more freedom to the students to think.
Okay.
Whereas in India, more and more we are totally book oriented or course oriented.
Right.
The teachers teach and they expect that students do the same, which doesn't help the students to grow, because students become robots, which we don't want. I want to implement this system in our college also, so that more and more students start thinking and doing something independently, so that by this way only nation can grow. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to grow from the state you are here. So it's improving. I can tell, seeing the result, we can see that things are improving.
Basically, we can conclude that in Nitra Technical Campus, we are focusing more on practical part of the knowledge, not on the theoretical part.
Practical knowledge and freedom of students, and freedom of students to think something new.
Okay, right. Something innovative. Right. And so my next yes, sir. My next question is that how does the curriculum of Nitra Technical Campus ensure the best practice of industry? Though we have covered this in the last question, but if you would like to add something.
Again, I am telling that there is we have, as I told, basically our academic council members as well as governing council members representing 80% is industry personnel, 20% is from academics. So we can understand the requirement is very clearly understood. So we have taken a decision that beside, as I discussed earlier, beside the university curriculum, we will add something. For example, I give you in Noida, Ghaziabad area, Noida, Ghaziabad and Gurgaon area, there are a lot of apparel industry, garment industries. But our textile courses is mostly on textile mill oriented. So we have got a strong apparel department. We give training to them so that even from BTech, after complete BTech, they can join the garment industry also. Because garment industry is totally different kind of technology. So that facilities we have, and we have given a special program to them for the students. They can choose that and they can go for it, so that when they go to industry, they know what they are doing. Even for that curriculum, what I am telling about the garmenting, that curriculum also made with the help of the garment industry personnel.
Okay. Right. And so my next question is that now your institute is government aided, right? So what do you think should be the institute's top priority?
See, basically it was government aided and it is government aided from the beginning itself. There was some decision change in the university which are there, because if we in the ICT itself from the beginning itself, we are in government aided, self-financed. That is because Nitra is a part of government organization and we are getting regular fund from the government of India. So it was, there is no change actual status, which was due to some policy change in ministry, university, it happened, but we have gone back to this status. However, this status helps because the faculties, it ensures the faculties are well qualified, well paid, so that they contribute properly. Because people have a fear that in private institutes there may not be qualities so good of the faculties as well as library and other facilities. Whereas being government aided, as I told, it is a 45 years old institute. We have got a huge library, and there are a lot of state-of-the-art laboratories and pilot plants for similar to textile and garment units. So what happened? This is the advantage they get being in government institute.
Okay, right. So my next question is that what is the future of students who opt for BTech in textile engineering at Nitra Technical Campus?
This Textiles is a industry which is always will be there, and it is actually improving now.
Yes.
Because of the China's problem, India's textile and garment industry is improving, and it will be there because we have to. People have to wear clothes, and due to the people choice, they are buying more clothes nowadays every day. So
Yes.
there is a great future for the textile industry. So what we find throughout our institute running, 95 to 100% placement was always there.
Okay.
Always there.
Nice.
So placement is in for textiles. I can guarantee that 100% guarantee. For 1 year it was 100%, 1 year it was 95%, but it is always 95 plus percentage of absorption. And if they stick to the industry, they can go up to the CEO of the company. Because our students have reached can reach up to that, because textile industry has got a great future.
Okay.
So that's
Yes, and my next question is that what do you think your roles and responsibilities to the institute and to the students are?
See, our role and responsibility is that to make these students a good national and good person, and beside the qualification, they should be having extracurricular activities also, so that they can become a complete person. So we don't want our students to be bookish and just go to the industry and just only day work, and they should be a good person. This is our goal.
Okay. And sir, recently you have added a new course, that is BTech in CSE, AI and ML. So what was your vision and motive behind starting this course at your campus?
Yeah, beside textile technology, we used to have this computer science and engineering, that is CSE.
Yes.
From the beginning itself.
Right.
But now if we can see throughout the world, artificial intelligence and machine learning has become one of the most popular, and after especially this COVID pandemic, we have seen most of the companies are working on this, because artificial intelligence is very much required. So what we thought, that this is the time we should produce the students for that and offer this program for the students, so that when they become BTech, their job and everything is assured. But that is the requirement of the industry now. I think most of the industries are going on AI and ML now.
Yes. And my sir, next question is that when you first came to Nitra Technical Campus, what was your vision for the institute? Has it evolved over the time, and how far along you are in implementing the vision that you saw?
Yeah, as I told before joining itself, I was in the research institute.
Yes.
And I worked in industry. So I have got the background of this research and industry both.
Yes.
So what in the beginning when I joined itself, I started thinking that I will implement this requirement as well as the mentality or psychology to the people, students, that how industry is expecting. If you go to R&D also, industrial R&D, what is the expectation? Of course, few students may go to the higher studies and go to the total hardcore research. But most of the students, 99% students will go to the industry. So my goal was to make them industry ready, so that going to industry after joining, they should not start feeling that I am in a new place which I don't know. So that is the reason we have started beginning itself. We give training itself in Nitra campus as well as industry. Because Nitra campus, we have got all the machineries which is available in the companies. And being a active research institutes as compared to other education institutes, our all machines and instruments are in running condition.
Right.
Which sometimes happen when is a 100% education institute, they may not be able to maintain the instruments and or buying new instruments every time. But we have got the advantage of being R&D institute. We go on updating our laboratories and machines. So that advantage students can get here.
Okay.
So, and I am telling you that presently I would say that most of the things what we thought we have been able to implement. And but
Okay.
as I told, always is a dynamic thing.
Yes.
Things are changing every day, and we also changing. We are
Right,
also changing.
right, sir. And so, what would you like students to know about your institute that they may not know?
Yeah, because basically we are not a very big institute with thousands of students. We have got as I told, it is an educational week of a research institute. So many of the people do not know that we are offering a program like textile technology, which has got such a good opportunity for job. Because many people don't understand what is textile technologies. That I want to understand. That it's a very promising textile technology industry. Even as I started program, I started studying quite some time back, but till now importance has not gone down, rather it is going up and up, because the demand of garments and the variety of garments are going up. Presently, as I told, not only that, the area has expanded to various things such as in defense purpose, medical purpose. The textiles are going in every area. For example, bulletproof vest, if you take, then other garments, winter garments where they will go to the hilly area. All these things are coming up. New products are coming every day. So it's evolving, continuously evolving. So I want the students to know that this is a very good, promising area, and there is no end of the need of this industry. So they should join, and they will be happy when they go out.
Okay, right. And so my last question to you is that what valuable advice would you like to give to students for them to have a prosperous career ahead?
Two things I wanted to mention. One is when the students join industry after coming out from the college, they should stick to there for minimum 2-3 years.
Okay.
Because for say 1,000 or 2,000 rupees, if people start changing, what happens? He cannot learn the trade properly. If somebody, he or she stays in a company for 2 to 3 years minimum, continuous basis, he or she will learn the trade. Not only that, their prospect will go up high, much higher, if they stay. Because people may not like that everybody is, jumping in every 6 months or 1 year. So that's the reason. That's the one advice. Second thing is, in the initial stage, once you join the industry, you may not like it because the industry is not so comfortable what we think.
Right.
But as I told, if you stick to it, there is a great future, but has to be stick to it.
Okay. Yes, sir. Very nicely answered this question. And so first, I would like to thank you for taking out time and doing this interview with us. And moreover, this interview will be published on our YouTube channel. And I hope that students who are watching this interview will find something insightful and learn more about Mitra Technical Campus. Thank you for joining with us.
Thank you very much for giving me opportunity.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Gibi.
Bye.
Thank you.